with this one right here, we got ZEU with the OP block. You got the OP block and you got ZEU coming into it. You got a ZEU one, and especially with this one right here, like it really looks like a little strikey one, like a itchy one, cause you got the block OP and you got with ZEU coming into it, especially with another ZEU one and him having his whole, cause he had the other ZEU one, and he just be transforming and stuff to all kinds of critics and all these other things. But you got with the OPP block, you got the OPP block, but you got with this whole thing just taking over, like especially with ZEU and the whole, just his main things. But you got his Larso.
That's some +4 shit, man.
Baby 900, ZEU, free M, free case, du bif. Big dog a trop parlé sur le phone, veut trop tirer sur le bonus. Ils ont viré sur le zoo 6 doses pour m'élever sur le pôle. Va faire du vice à tes petites grosses qui veulent manger sur le boss. Si je fume un kit, tu vas ramper sur le gosse. Petite O veut s'en parler sur le god. Et je suis pas loin de leur hop block, locked up. Avec ma lame, fait des hop shots. Mouvement circulaire comme si je suis crime ou bien dop smoke. Garde ton top comme tu te fais bogot. Gère mon four mieux que c'est floco. Le gérant ressort pas sur hotspot, ça parle de tot. Big dog a trop parlé sur le phone, veut trop tirer sur le bonus. Ils ont viré sur le zoo 6 doses pour m'élever sur le pôle. Va faire du vice à tes petites grosses qui veulent manger sur le boss. Si je fume un kit, tu vas ramper sur le gosse. Petite O veut s'en parler sur le god.
Oh, and then he got it for Sisking too. He got it for Sisking. Like, he got the packages, putting them into the order, and he's sending them back out. And in the first part, like, they didn't kidnap. Did they kidnap him and then put him into a thing, and they didn't put him out too or something like that? Because in the beginning it was like they didn't grabbed him, snatched him up, and put him or send him out somewhere to do something, because they didn't did their part and they didn't flash their part. But like he said, it's this one's another retaliation. It's like they're taking them from their own territory, and they're making it their own territory. Like, they got the whole thing.
Baby 900, ZEU, free M, free case, du bif. Big dog a trop parlé sur le phone, veut trop tirer sur le bonus. Ils ont viré sur le zoo 6 doses pour m'élever sur le pôle. Va faire du vice à tes petites grosses qui veulent manger sur le boss. Si je fume un kit, tu vas ramper sur le gosse. Petite O veut s'en parler sur le god. Et je suis pas loin de leur hop block, locked up. Avec ma lame, fait des hop shots. Mouvement circulaire comme si je suis crime ou bien dop smoke. Garde ton top comme tu te fais bogot. Gère mon four mieux que c'est floco. Le gérant ressort pas sur hotspot, ça parle de tot.
Oh, and then he said, what, the gun smoke, and then the whole thing, like the two style, like they bringing in that, they bringing that most constant and that most expression, pressure in the whole thing, like the way they just Strowman, the way they just, tossed it, they like Strowman, but just the empower they have, especially in their type of, lyrics and their physicals, they have that resisted.
Sachi dans son froc. Parasite, tu vas spécule, bitch. Sur mon bif, mon vécu, bitch. Parasite m'envoie que des mange des de son pécule, bitch. Mais je peux rien faire pour ces putes. On tire sur tout le monde. Quand on tire, nous groupons, ça fera plus de morts si à la sécu. On veut le Hinkley 9 avec le revêtement brillant. Du haut de leur appart en face des tours, je sais que les keufs prennent en filance. Demande à si en un an j'ai pas rattrapé les finances. Et que ça se tonque, je suis dans le fourré sur Binance. Je fume du Mister Lator, jamais j'ai joué en décap. Sur la pasta qu'on dépanne, qu'à les refous ils débattent. Ils ont fait les bœufs, devant des petits ils ont couru. Solide et fier comme Kerry, collectionne les scores comme un conquérant. Si je prends ton âme, c'est plus ton flow qu'on va troquer. J'envoie en rabat trop cash, je fais des classiques, je vois défiler les cris débattre.
Hey, see, they didn't send them out, they didn't tear the packages, They didn't tear the package. Now they're sending it to somewhere else. So this is most getting, most viral. Like this is getting viral, bro. It's getting more interesting because it's like what they really got going on, like the clever thing and everything else, because they got the whole thing cleverness. Like they sending the packs in and they sending them out, like they giving them to the next thing, and then they're putting them somewhere where they need to stack it. So it's like it's getting real glitchy, real clutchy.
Ils ont fait les bœufs, devant des petits ils ont couru. Solide et fier comme Kerry, collectionne les scores comme un conquérant. Si je prends ton âme, c'est plus ton flow qu'on va troquer. J'en vends en rabat trop cash, je fais des classiques, je vois défiler les criquets. Le boss prospère, les petits graillent. Et je t'assure qu'il y a rien qui est truqué. En haut du four, je suis tricard. En 2 heures, je fais facile tricard. J'arrive violent comme Sepultura. Je suis à la tête du réseau, tu me textes pour un feat. Mais on sait même plus que tu as. J'arrive violent comme Sepultura. Je suis à la tête du réseau, tu me textes pour un feat. Mais on sait même plus que tu as. Et m'écoute pas si quand tu croises une équipe, bitch, tu caches ton fun. Je préviens Yankee que si il charge trop le sder, il va éclater son torse. J'ai 2 fois plus le mort du mort, bitch, donc jamais je désaxe mon globe. Jamais je suis un label, bitch, toujours je dérape dans le bloc. Je brasse 2 fois plus que je peux rentrer, facile 2, 3, 1, 2. Je brasse 2 fois plus que je peux rentrer, facile 2, 3, 1, 2. Glookies dans la runs, arraché 2 fois plus que. Glookies dans la runs, bitch, arraché 2 fois plus que.
Hey, that's one cold thing. Hey, they didn't. So the person that was in the beginning, that was the person that was in the truck or something. Person in the truck, and they didn't, they didn't took him out or something like that. I don't know, or maybe something else. And then like the stuff they had on, they got rid of the stuff. They got rid of it. You seen them toss it, and they like, I don't know, they was digging it back up. I don't know, whatever they was doing. They was getting rid of all those sources, so they can't really find nothing to use against them. So hey, that made it really clueless, because it's like it's a different Jaddercy and everything else. Like the way people do stuff, like everybody has a different Jaddercy. Like everybody has a Jaddercy and they have their own type of stuff going on. But this one right here was clever because it started with the beginning and it ended to the last of the parts. So that made it really, like, it was like a story. Like they had something just coming in, close it. But you got this whole thing right here. Most definitely go check it out for you guys yourself and everything else, because this was a crazy, like, typic thing. But most definitely give it a like, give it a comment and everything else with this. Just let's just